ではいつも通り吉田に。必ずやご加護あるでしょう。しつけえな。寄るんじゃねえよ。方が映れ。どこまでも醜いな。これが種族が一つかのごとき理想郷か。叶わぬと悟った時に滅ぶべきだったのだ。貴様ら王家この国もな。
なんということだ。陛下のお命が奪われるなど。
王子殿下に続いてこのような。急ぎお次を決めねば王の魔法の継承が途切れて。
そうなれば他国からの侵攻が。
それだけではない。我が国は連合王国。悪くすれば内戦もあろう。
国難にこそ我らは結束せねば。
王殿下か。
誰がこのような。
王の寝所に入れるものなど限られています。ですが。
いや、陛下は王の魔法を継ぐ希代の魔導士。心臓を一突きなど並大抵のものでは。
王子殿下を襲った賊も突然城に現れた。神をも恐れの王族殺し。できる者がいるとすれば。ルイ。
さて困りましたな。王子殿下はすでに創生。他に王位継承権のある方々には王の魔法をなす王爵を告げるほど素養ある御人はおられないようだ。こうなると果たして誰が次の王か。
Hello everyone, UFONman here, and welcome to my playthrough of Metaphor ReFantazio. So, this is going to be an ongoing playthrough, considering that it's going to be one of those lengthy RPGs, JRPGs that take a long time to actually finish, and I kind of want to do it ongoing instead of just like doing this all and together. It's been over a month since my last ongoing playthrough finished, and that was Visions of Mana. So I've been thinking what game should I play, and I've been thinking that it should be like something that I already played or if it's going to be something new. And I decided to pick this up mainly because I kinda should probably play new games that I haven't played before. So here comes Metaphor ReFantazio. That is Atlus's game, and Atlus, I think they're top-notch game studio. Oh no, What happened now? Did it actually go into the game already? I should have probably gone into the... Nah. It just started this. Well, in any case, it's made by Atlus, which is the... Let's go to the system. Which is, well, the creator of PERSONAA and Shin Megami Tensei games, and I think they're top-notch. So far, Atlus hasn't really disappointed me. And I decided that I guess I should play this because it's something different. Well, probably not different. I don't really know anything else about it except that it's supposedly similar to PERSONAA Shin Megami Tensei games. But that's mainly all I know about it. That's why I kind of want to play it and I want to see what kind of a game it is. So, like I said, this is going to be an ongoing playthrough. It's going to be going on for a while. I'll play it leisurely at my own time when I feel like it or when I have time, probably uploading during the weekends, just like if you've been following, just like with my previous playthroughs, ongoing playthroughs like Nier and Visions of Mana, Trials of Mana, and so on. So hopefully the game works decently. I was messing around with the settings a little bit earlier. Hopefully the sounds are fine and everything works out fine. The thing is, there's an auto advance for dialogue. Since I'm playing this on Japanese dubs, Japanese dialogue audio, I'm not sure if it matches the text on the screen, because that's kind of like a problem often, that the text doesn't match, since the text doesn't match what they're speaking, they might say something in way shorter sentence and a lot different than what the dialogue reads. And that means the dialogue is like super long and you don't have enough time to read it because the audio dialogue is so fast, like so short. Hopefully it doesn't mess up, because I want to play this in, well, Japanese audio, because I prefer the original rather than the translated. Although I have to say that nowadays, especially considering Atlus's games, they usually have like really good voice acting, even in English. And so it's not like a big deal to listen to that, but I kind of want to just keep listening to them with the Japanese original audio. So, in any case, like I said, I have no idea how. I know that this is an JRPG, I know that it's pretty long, I know that it's supposedly similar to PERSONAA and Shin Megami Tensei games. I'm not sure if it is completely similar, or if it's the same, has the same elements or anything, but I guess we'll see. I know that it's going to be a long, bumpy ride through this game, so in any case, I am UFONman. Welcome to my ongoing playthrough of Metaphor ReFantazio. Let's hop on in and see what it is about. I already watched the opening scene. I'm not sure if it's going to be playing out in the game or not.
誰かな？どこからか私を覗き見ているのは君が何者かはわからないが、私たちの世界に関心があるのかい？興味深いね。名前を教えてくれないか？他の誰でもない。今こちらを見ている君自身の本当の名前を。
I don't give you out my name, just who are you? Who shall guide the protagonist? I'm not giving out my names. Well, I guess I have to. It's UFONman. Hello. F, please correct the entry. Tap confirm. Your name is indeed UFONman. You will name the protagonist later. Okay.
珍しい響きだ。こちらの世界ではあまり聞かない。なるほど。君は異教の住人らしい。私のいる世界の出来事は 君にとっては絵空事、別の地平の物語、すなわち幻想だ。だが
What? This is a
全てが
fantasy?
君とは無関係だと
I
言
would
い
have
切れ
thought
るだ
that
ろう
this
か。
was real.
こちらの世界に触れようとしているなら、初めに聞いておこう。幻想とは現実に影響をもたらさない無力な作り物か。
Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation? What does my audience think? Is fantasy a powerless creation? Or can it actually sway the minds? Scheming Man, by the way, I noticed his name. Scheming Man sounds pretty fucking suspicious. So, is fantasy a powerless creation? Or can it actually move people and, you know, make them do something? In my honest opinion, it can. It can actually convey such strong emotional feelings in people, or any feelings and motivation that they can actually do something. Even if it's not what's it called? If it directly doesn't do something, it can actually help out or motivate people to do something. If you understand what I mean. So, I'll say not always.
ただの夢物語ではなく、幻想が己の生きる
Even though they maybe weren't asking that, but that wasn't what I believe actually.
私には未だ答えがわからない。だがもしも幻想とは世界がこのままである必要はないという願いなのだとすれば、幻想こそが世界をも作り変える新たな現実となるかもしれない。それを確かめるため、君が体験しようとする物語を見守ってみることにしよう。それでは始まりだ。
Select difficulties. Storyteller. For players who want to focus purely on the story, battles pose no threat of death. Easy. For players who want to breeze through battles, this difficulty can be changed later on. Normal. The standard difficulty where battles will thrill and challenge. This difficulty can be changed later on. Hard. For players who want intense battles, this difficulty can be changed later on. Regicide. A high risk, high reward mode for only battle hardened players. You can't actually pick that even. Probably requires you to be on New Game Plus or something. Beat the game before. Well, the thing is, Atlus's games are notoriously punishing with harder difficulties. Normally, in most JRPGs or RPG games, I would probably pick the hard, considering that it's not the hardest difficulty setting. But with Atlus's games, which are insane usually, even on the hard difficulty, even normal difficulty is usually pretty crazy. Not to mention, I don't want to spend my time insanely grinding or doing repetitive stuff. I'm going to go with normal, because that just increases the playthrough too much if I have to actually grind, and I'm pretty sure on hard difficulty you have to grind a lot more. I can't remember what I picked on in Soul Hackers. That's another Atlus game, Soul Hackers 2. And that was fairly difficult already. I think I played it on normal difficulty, but I'm not sure. So I'll just go with normal. Starting on normal difficulty. Are you ready? Yes. Let's go. What? What?
王様が死んだって。軍は
There's a fairy.
先に兵を取られて治安は最悪。ただでさえ妙な怪物が出るとかで兵隊が足りんのに。怪物か。確かに近頃噂を聞くな。おまけに王には世継ぎがいない。
はい。
争いで揉めるだろう。思いやられるぜ。
Got quite long ears.
凱旋者
Bandits.
我々は義勇団である。王家も聖教ももはや救いにならぬ。軍神類様の世が来るぞ。資金と忠誠を捧げよ。
Okay.
だが逆らえば
This is like extreme fantasy. I wasn't expecting this from Atlus game.
同期
Igniter.
族のくせに
Oh no.
ほら出せ。早くしろ。次。お前、こりゃ珍しい。エルダ族か。
What the fuck is an elf?
本当だ。角も長い耳もね。汚れた種族だ。王都に何の用だ。おっと、なんだ。生意気にこんなもん持ちやがる。
Hit the rock, Romeo. Hey, not the book, man. I'll read that on the crapper. I really need it. Why the fuck would he just run away? What an idiot.
おい、騒ぐな。皆殺しにされたいか。
Little did they know that she was the elf sniper ninja.
死ぬ覚悟はあるということだな
Why wouldn't she just do this earlier? I mean, why do this now? Oh shit. Well, he got fucked. Hope that wasn't my character. Oh, actually I think it was.
もう治安悪すぎでしょ軍神ルイ様の世が訪れる
Lord
とか言っ
Louis
ちゃってちょっと
Gallica.
大丈夫まあ首がつながってるだけマシね匿名のことはバレずに済んだし幸運だったと思いましょう
What's our mission? Yeah! What mission? Well, let's just act like I know. Are you alright,
そっちは
baby?
大丈夫
What?
私の心
He
配
speaks?
なら大丈夫そうね分かってると思うけど
He's not a silent
彼らの
protagonist?
正体が誰かにバレたら終わりだからね命より重い任務よ失敗したらもう行き場なんてないんだから
What the hell is our mission? Second of all, he speaks. Tradia Desert.
大丈夫
You don't look hurt though, so that's good news. You can move, right? I'm thinking we should find a place where we can see the whole area. Tutorials a dungeon. Basic controls. Use the movement keys to move. Hold R2 while moving to dash. Press circle to dodge enemy attacks. Some actions you can perform and their corresponding controls are displayed at the bottom of the screen. You can also use the mini-map to see which way to go. You can view tutorials you've seen before in the options main menu.
行くわよ
Just keep going straight. We're looking for somewhere high up with a good view. Reach the royal capital, get to high ground. I need to get used to this. Tradia Desert Sandstorm Barrens. Items. I've got medicinal herb. 5. The leaf of a plant with medicinal properties restores 50 HP to one ally. Medicine, a rubbing ointment infused with medicinal herbs, restores 100 HP to one ally. Key items. Fantasy novel. A novel depicting a fantasy world. The cover is faded and the author is unknown. Wait, was that the book then? I guess it was. Touring Ensemble. Fine traveling clothes originally worn by nobles, made with dirt-resistant fabric whose texture is curious to the touch. Blossom garment. Light sturdy clothes made of woven wildflower petals. The technique behind its creation is a secret known only to fairies. Gallica is my guide. Weapons. Legacy sword. A plain-looking but well-made sword given to you on the day you left home. / protagonist only. Fairies saber. A sword used by fairies for self-defense. It is too small for anyone else to wield. Gallica only. An armor. Traveler's clothes. Attire favored by travelers, allows for easy movement and is simple to clean. Fairies clothes, special protective gear for fairies, too small for others to wear. Gallica only. Traveler's shoes, plain leather shoes, light and easy to walk in. Agility +1. Fairies hairpin. Hair ornament for fairies, it is too small for anyone else to wear. Traveler charm accessory. A charm that also serves as a wish for your mission success, and fairy charm, tiny charm that fairies carry. Huh. Okay. Memorandum. So is this like quest entries or something? Collection 1%. Magic igniters. A tool that acts as a conduit for magic power without which people can perform magic. To own or use one must obtain a permit from the kingdom by passing a test, with some exceptions such as those serving in the state army. Igniters can be costly depending on power and specifications, and purchasing them is akin to buying land or a house. The expense is so great, buying more than one igniter would be difficult even with the entire lifetime income of the average commoner. In order to prevent accidents and crime, the Crown Theocracy and the Magic Association have exclusive production rights of igniters. Unauthorized production is considered a serious offense. The time needed to cast magic depends on the user's skill, but can also be slightly impacted by the abilities of the igniter itself. While using an igniter while sedentary poses little problem, activating an igniter while moving is difficult, and it is thus advised to use them cautiously. Gauntlet Runner. Often called runners, this is the robot that they were using, whatever. Often called runners as shorthand, a general term for magic-powered semi-automated vehicles designed for traversing the wastelands and either overcoming or circumventing local wildlife threats and magical phenomena. Traveling the wilds on foot or even in a lightly armed carriage has historically been incredibly dangerous, making any long-distance trips a life-threatening risk. However, as cities and countries grew, so too did demand for resources, many of which required transport in large quantities. The Gauntlet Runners filled the niche of an armed, sturdy vehicle that could help with transport and land development. There are smaller runners roughly the size of an armed carriage with a simple deck addition, but it's more common to see models that walk on legs with an internal living area comparable to a modest house. Legs are more common in their design than wheels, partly because of their versatility on all manner of difficult terrain, but more so because adopting the remains and skeletons of large monsters as is more cost-effective and stronger than artificially creating all the components necessary. Oh, they use those from the robots, like the monsters. Gallica, a fairy who accompanies traveling boy on his journey, doubling as his chaperone for his special mission. Her diminutive size excludes her from participating physically in battles, but her special fairy traits allow her for her more proficiency than traveling boy when it comes to sensing magla and knowing magic, not magia, magla. Though she can become heated when her personal values are tested, she is a reassuring travel companion. Culture, sanctism. A monotheistic religion devoted to the worship of one God, the Almighty, the religion of majority across the United Kingdoms. Its sanctors preach that uttering the prayer Glosurei with one's whole heart will reach God, bringing salvation. It is the state religion, and the sanctist hierarchy is deeply intertwined within the kingdom's politics. Currently, the crown theocracy is at the heart of kingdom's political affairs. So far, seems pretty deep. R1 is map. Okay, so I wonder how large these places are. Then I've got the menu. Use an item. Okay. Load save data, save current state. View tutorials, basic controls. Okay, this is the story thus far. Death of a king. In a corner of a world occupied by 8 tribes, the kingdom of Euchronia rests on a precipice. Its king and heir both lie dead. With no clear line to the throne, the people fear a power struggle. Amidst the unease, a boy of the lesser scene of the maligned Elda tribe makes his way to his kingdom's capital. Accompanied by the fairy Gallica, his duty is to deliver a secret message. So that's what we're doing. Memorandum, this is the quest. Settings, return to title, money, mag, and stuff. Okay, there's a What was the... Wait, I'm sensing something close. Don't move. It's a worm. Yeah, those look especially dangerous, so watch out. I don't think they've noticed us yet, though. Tutorials dungeon. Firesight. Press L2 to use Firesight. This ability lets you see what Galiga senses in the environment. When you see an enemy you've never confronted before, it will show up as unknown. Prepare as best as you can. Avoid the enemies and head for the high ground. Just follow that cliff on your right. Okay, so... Yeah, she's saying that these are like super strong enemies. I shouldn't be fighting them. Waters Day afternoon, 31 Celsius. Really? There's a time, like a date and a warmth mechanism. I'm supposed to go to a higher ground. Well, this... I guess I'll just go here. I don't know, am I supposed to... Be careful, they're everywhere. I can roll. Oh no, looks like they found me. Fuck this guy. Oh, what the hell? This is fight? Wait, I thought you actually like... There's a turn-based fighting in this. I guess not. Okay then. Well, let's just ignore those. Now, I don't know what that is. Fucking super chimera. I almost got completely fucked. I wasn't supposed to fight against them. So... I thought this was supposed to be third-based game, but I guess it isn't. Refresh my memory. Okay.
めげずに急がなきゃ。不安は現実に恐るべき怪物を生み出す。これ、私たち妖精に伝わる言葉よ。いつもの魔法をかけてあげる。気休めくらいにはなるでしょ。
Thanks for the heal. It's as though music is playing directly in my mind. The effect of Gallica's magic is inspiring.
この世に初めて生まれた魔法は音楽なのよ。どう？乗ってきたでしょ。
What? She made like background music play. What a relief, Rad is already in sight. Almost there, let's keep moving and try to stay out of sight. I think that's Grand Cathedral over there, it's big enough to use as a landmark. Well, she didn't heal me. By the way, I'm pretty sure the sounds are... like too loud. So... I don't know. Magic. A general term for the technique that uses power to cause phenomena that bends the laws of nature. It has a wide range of applications from modest use in daily life to destructive power in war. However, as magic igniters which require a state permit for ownership and use are required for people to be able to use magic, many cannot wield magic. Music and magic. An unusual variety of magic that causes the listener to become aware of their state of mind through the form of sound and music. As it is a modest form of magic with seemingly no utility on the battlefield, it is considered a meaningless, trifling skill in society and is thus rarely used. Okay. Strong ones ahead. What is this? Check item. Autosaving. Hey, wait a minute. Can I actually... No, I can't save. Strange. So, am I just not supposed to fight anything? I'm just supposed to... Uh-oh, this is bad. What the hell? They attacked me out of nowhere.
8つの種族と3つの国が魔法の恵みに抱かれる大地。
8 tribes and 3 nations.
王国歴785年。ユークロニアは突然の王の死に揺れていた。不安から種族同士はいがみ合い、格差に引き裂かれ、かつて歌われた英雄譚を覚えている者もない。
Yeah, I don't remember anything.
これはそんな世界を塗り替える幻想の物語。
Oh, great seeker, better fantasy empowered. Yes. Hear my wish and come forth from thy epoch of glory to grant me thy guidance. What? This game doesn't literally make any sense at the moment. They didn't even say what this guy's mission actually was. They just said that he needs to pose as a guard. Interesting that the whole area around is like complete desert. This place is like this. Oh no. They killed that guy.
ハリパスってだけで言い分すら聞いてもらえないのね。
ひどいだろ。あんた何か恵んでくれよ。
Yeah, yeah, here. And then all of them come.
ちょっと。田舎とは違うのよ。まったく。
No.
遊びに来たんじゃないからキョロキョロしないで。馬車でも分かったでしょ。あなたと同じ種族なんて一人もいないんだから。
What the hell is Helda? You are the only elder here.
にしてもさすが王都ね。いろんな種族が行き交って田舎じゃありえない。でも決まった種族が幅を利かせてるらしいよ。クレマール族とかルサント族とか。ただでさえエルダ族なんて珍しいから絡まれないよう気をつけて。ね
え聞いた？陛下の話。病気じゃなくて本当は殺されたとか。
Assassination!
めったなこと言っちゃダメよ。確か王子様の時もそうじゃなかった？襲われたとかって。嫌だわ。これ後目争い。
I know already. I know it was that Louis.
勉強で怪物が出たってよ。今度も兵隊を送るらしい。ここんとこ軍はふぬける一方だな。ルイ様が中央にいた頃はもっとビシッとしてたのに。この国どうなっちまうんだろうな。せめて後継ぎの王子が死んじまってなけりゃな。
They're vaping. The fuck is this now?
陛下が見まかられたこの一大事にも
やはり王子殿下の身に変わりはないか。
王国一の聖女ですらも清め得なかった呪い、いかな我らであってもどうすることも。
Imposing elderly woman.
10年以上だ。お体の衰弱ももはや限界か。このようなやり方、殿下はお許しにならぬであろうが、やむを得まい。殿下を呪い、陛下のお命までも奪ったあの男だけは決して許してはならぬ。軍へと潜り込み、同志に伝令を届けてはもらえぬか。まさかお主に頼むことになるとはな。だがもはや仲間もおらず、他に手立てがないのだ。これは匿名である。よいか、必ず伝えるのだ。
They were kind of talking like this guy is like some big thing.
いろいろ思い出しちゃうのも無理ないか。王子様、あんたとは特別仲が良かったしね。さ、王都には入れたけど、こっからが本番よ。伝令のために同志が潜ってる国軍に入隊しないと。正統後継者の王子殿下がまだ生きてること、それに私たちの正体。
So wait a minute, the prince is still alive.
拾えないから覚悟して。まずは母兵舎の建物を探しましょう。そこで新兵を募集してるはずよ。
The prince is still alive, but he's like cursed or something? Do you know where we're going? Feel free to admit that you're lost and ask me for advice. What to know in town? Press R1 to open the local map. If you're unsure of what to do, try pressing triangle. Galiga always has good ideas, or so she thinks. Press up in safe areas like towns to save your progress. Let's save. I mean, there's autosave too, because it did that already. So, Royal Capital Grand Trad. Head to the recruitment center. Oh shit, there's like insane amounts of these. So, Kingdom of Euchronia. The Union of Allied Kingdoms spans the Kingdom of Euchronia, the Principality of Oceania and the Principality of Montario. Euchronia being the suzerain with its king holding authority over all three kingdoms. The original king Hytloddaeus was this United Nations' first ruler and is often referred to as the founder king. The continent is surrounded by fast-running currents and ships can only set anchor from the southern inland sea where the otherwise swift currents are less violent. As a result, there have been few invasions from overseas and the three countries have achieved long histories. The capital of the kingdom is Grand Trad, the largest city in the kingdom, located in north-central Euchronia. The most widespread religion is Sanctism, established as the state religion under the reign of the most recent monarch, King Hytloddaeus V. Royal capital Grand Trad. The nation's largest city, capital of the both Kingdom of Euchronia and the United Kingdoms at large, also referred to as the royal capital, being the home of the palace and seat of the royal bloodline, known for its solid ramparts, a site which has long been emblematic of the city itself. However, when the massive regalithic Grand Cathedral was built, the building's grandeur became the new symbol of Grand Trad. So, Elda tribe. The 9th tribe, distinct from the commonly known 8 tribes, they are condemned by the Sanctist Church for inheriting a dangerous magic heretical to the teachings of the Church. Their population is so small that to even see one in public is rare and they face greater discrimination than any other tribe. In fact, many outside the main cities don't believe they exist. Each of the 8 tribes possess unique physical traits making them recognizable at a glance, such as the Glemar's horse or the Rusun's long ears. The Elder tribe, however, bears no such distinguishing feature and thus are regarded as inferior beings, because they're humans. Glemar tribe. The Glemar tribe composes the largest population in all the Allied kingdoms. These are the horn things, the king is like this. Their most distinctive features are the horns which grow on both sides of their head. Glemars have a broad diversity of facial and body types which has essentially made them average. The Eugronian royal family are Lemar, and members of this tribe hold a majority of important positions within the government, leading many Lemars to internalize the belief that they are the kingdom's most preeminent tribe. Lemars value freedom and dislike illogical restraint. They enjoy cultivating discussion but do not always consider the situation or appropriateness of doing so, which occasionally leads to conflict. However, some studies suggest this disposition is what drives them to seek governmental positions and other important offices. Rusant tribe. One of the most populous tribes of the United Kingdoms, second only to the Lemar. Long pointed ears are their most distinguishing feature. They often boast excellent physiques, which has given them superior martial prowess. Rusant women are stronger than most men of other tribes. Many inevitably work in the military and often hold key offices. They are considered as influential as the Lemar, and the two tribes are sometimes called the prevailing tribes. Many Rusant pride themselves on outperforming others in strength. While this can be perceived as a self-discipline competitiveness, on the flip side there are many with belligerent temperament obsessed with proving superiority in any situation. Paripus tribe. A tribe recognizable by bestial ears and tail. There are many variations in their hair and skin colors, including gold-colored skin not seen in other tribes. They are physically adept and often honest with their emotions, giving them a reputation for hedonism, for better or for worse. They are drawn to parties and festivities, and while this happy-go-lucky charm is often to their credit, it can also be seen as reckless. Due to this stereotype, they are looked down upon by other tribes, which prevents them from securing a foothold in politics despite being nearly as populous as the Rusant and Lemar tribes. The discrimination against them is especially obvious in large cities. What the hell? Prince of Eugronia. Yeah, it was the prince. The son and heir to the throne of King Hytlodais V. More than 10 years ago, a mysterious attack in the royal palace left him afflicted with a deadly curse. The curse took its toll on his body, and though he bravely endured treatment, his recovery was interrupted several years later when he and his closest aides suddenly vanished from the castle without a trace. The king exhausted all possible means to find him, but was ultimately unsuccessful. He was formally declared deceased 3 years ago, and royal funeral was held in his honor. So, these guys actually captured him, basically. Sun Lumeo Street. They captured him. Check luxurious inn. They sure got a fancy inn here. I think we'd stick out too much if we stayed. We don't have time for detours right now. If you lost check your map, just go straight down to the main street and you should find the recruitment center. So... Oh, the king died, so what? Gossiply noble, listen. Why is there an Elda in this sacred capital? That was no ordinary animal. There were traces of something gargantuan crawling about, after all. So many rumors concerning monsters in the wasteland. Why, it's all you hear about these days. True, but I read about them in Julian's book. It claims there aren't any near the royal capital yet. Murmur. Lackard coachman. Here we are, Grand Trad. Frankly, I don't have good things to say how Paripus are treated here. We know, we don't need you telling us. We got attacked by a monster in our hometown. We had no choice but to come here, regardless of how we're treated here. We gotta make it work. I wonder if there's any dog runner fanatic. Until a few years ago, countless runners used to park here in this carriage parking area. Looking at them was the only thing I looked forward to, but nowadays there's a ban on them or something. So does the time actually move on its own, or... Let's not stray too far. What's this place? The Naui Fudu Tavern. Seriously, a tavern? Let's not put food before the mission. We can always come back later. Okay, I guess I'll just go into the... I don't think there's any point in talking with anyone. Lycaeon Magic Association sells igniters.
困ったね。
We're not going to war. War with who? Oh shit, what happened? What happened?
携帯仕様の最新型か。これさえありゃちょっとは上位の魔法が使えそうなんだがな。
What now?
さすが都会ね。魔導機がこんなに出回ってる。へえ、いろんな形があるもんなのね。
Now I want one. Not interested. What's a magic igniter?
一つくらい欲しいな。
いや、いくらすると思ってんの。けど魔法を使うのに道具が必要なんてあんたたちは不便ね。その点私なんか魔法も使えるしマグロの流れだって見えちゃうし、まあどっちもちょっぴりだけど。
ほう、珍しい。妖精にエルダ族の子供か。
Shady
こ
woman.
の辺のものじゃないの？もしそうなら捕まらないよう気をつけること。
Hello, Shady woman.
ここの金持ちに小塚が多いから。失礼。私がここの店主だ。魔導機が気になるのか？
What?
これなどいかが？
Yeah.
王爵を模した特別な記念品だ。
The Royal Scepter? How much?
いや、本当に買おうとしないでからかわれてんのよ。っていうか、あんた王爵の実物を見たことあるの？知らないんだっけ？なんて説明したら。
王爵は代々の王が証として受け継いできた一本の尺状だ。天変地異も起こせるようなとんでもない魔法が使えるらしい。
World shattering
王は世
power.
界最高の性能を持つ魔導機だな。王はそれを抑止力に国を守ってきたわけだ。
けど跡継ぎがいないまま王様が死んだ。
そういうことだ。次期王の魔法の加護は途切れる。何しに来たのかは知らないが、ここは近いうちに一波乱ある。
I won't be staying long. I'll keep that in mind.
覚えておきます。
自分の身を守れるのは自分だけだ。肝に銘じておけ。
What the
な
hell?
んか妙な店主だったわね。でも確かに気をつけなきゃ。っていうか油売ってられないわ。さ、軍の歩兵者まで急ぎましょう。
Unnecessarily ominous. That's right. You shouldn't be hanging around too much. You'll just die. New memorandum. Holy shit. Magla. A technical term for magic power that serves as the basis for magic. There are varying amounts in all things found in nature, including people, plants and animals. Because magla sometimes crystallizes in areas of high concentration, some scholars theorize that magla may be physical particles too small to be seen with the naked eye. Royal Scepter. An ornate cane-like scepter passed down through generations of the Eucronian royal family, a proof of their right to rule. A magical instrument of extraordinary capabilities powerful enough to induce natural disasters. It can only be wielded by the king, and the popularly termed royal magic it commands serves both as a pillar of the king's authority and a deterrent to war. Consequently, any king of Eucronia must be well versed in magic, and the boon of royal lineage is not enough to ensure succession to the throne. Historically, there have been many cases where an offshoot member of a prince's family has become king, when the bloodline's most direct heritor was just not to have enough magical aptitude to truly wield the royal scepter. Interesting. The royal magic. A powerful magic passed down through generations of Eucronian kings, invoked through a unique magic igniter called the Royal Scepter. It has tremendous power that can bring about anything that king desires. There are several records of its use in the long history of the kingdom, be it for revolutionary or oppressive aims, but each is described as a cataclysmic disaster. It continues to represent a strong deterrent power to the royal family and the kingdom. Okay, let's just go. Regalit Grand Cathedral. Is that where I'm walking now? I was hoping that we'd blend in with the crowd and no one would notice that you're an elder, but the people here have sharper eyes than I thought. Why not wear a hood? We don't want to draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall. Easier said than done, I'm sure, but it's for the sake of the mission, and on that note, the recruitment center we're looking for should be just ahead. Why would they hire someone like this then? Forden. Estivum Forden, it's this guy. The 78th Sanctifex of the Sanctus Church, the state religion of the United Kingdom. He holds the highest authority within Sanctism and as such is the leader of the Crown Theocracy. Despite hailing from the Roak tribe rather than the more common Klemar or Rusan tribe, he enjoys a broad base of support. In the turmoil following the sudden death of the previous king, many view him as something of an interim king, given his position as the leader of the moderate faction. Recruitment Center. A center located in every city for people to apply to join the army. For those without family or means, volunteering is one of the quickest ways to earn money and social credibility. Recruitment is not always open, but concerns about public safety due to the sudden death of the king as well as monster outbreaks in the area has led to an unusually long recruitment period in the royal capital. I guess that's the reason why they would recruit this guy. Okay, Regalit Grand Cathedral and Sultumeo Street are the places. Well, let's go. Let's get recruited.
あそこが母兵舎ね。じゃあここから先は任せるわ。大した問題は起きないと思うけど。あ、面接で何か聞かれても任務に触れない限りは素直に答えていいから。作り話なんて怪しまれるだけよ。うまく採用されるよう頑張って。
Okay. I'll do my best.
じゃあしっかりね。
ああ、貴族出身？食うに困らんはずのやつがなんでここに。さて、家が落ちぶれたか。
ここでは強さを家柄で測るのか、俺を軍に入れるのか入れないのか、どっちだ？
って若造がいいだろう。入隊は認めてやる。だが軍務では長官命令は絶対だ。死ぬことだって任務に含まれる。青臭い坊ちゃんに現実を叩き込んでやる。せいぜいお国のために死んで役立て。
貴重な味方を脅して統率か。思ってたより能なしの集まりだな。でも安心しろ。この国は俺が変えてやる。
What?
言わせておけば。
やめとけ。こんなことで医者の仕事を増やすな。
悪運に感謝しとけ。ほら次。早くしろ。
That guy was like fucking.
エルダ族だと？まだ生き残ってたんだな。年は18の孤児か。兵士としてはうってつけだな。志願した理由は何だ？
I'm just so bored. I want to fight for change. I need the money. Well, I mean... I guess I want to fight for a change. For a better future.
この国を変えたいからです。
ずいぶん熱いことを言うやつだな。ねえな仕草で他に稼ぎ口もなかっただけだろ。
I'm not sure if this really matter at all.
どういう活躍ができる？得意なことはあるのか？
Stronger than I look, with a sharp might. I can take a lot of punishment. I'm small but quick. I've always been lucky. Is this like what your stats are supposed to be? What you're like focusing on? Like this is strength, this is intelligence or magic, this is like has lots of health, this is like fast. I've always been lucky. Small but quick. I can take a lot of punishment. I don't know. I'm stronger than I look.
こう見えて力はあります。
その細腕でか、とてもそんな風には見えんぞ。最後だ。貴様、字は書けるか？書けるならこいつに名前を書くんだ。
Please enter the name of this story's protagonist. But how will they call him then? If you put this like here. I don't know what to name him. Let's just put some dude. Some dude. His name is some dude now. Yes. So the name of the protagonist is some dude. Yes, yes. That's his name. I'm just some dude.
いいだろう。貴様の入隊を認める。やった。知っての通り、怪物騒ぎやらで人手が足らん。生半可な覚悟じゃ最初の認知で死ぬことになるぞ。では、受付の中で装備一式と新兵用の魔導機を貸し与える。受け取っておけ。珍しがって壊すなよ。言ってよし。次。
Yeah. What a long line. Guess we've got no choice but to wait our turn. Queue up for provisions. Anxious baribus. They said tribe don't matter in the army, but they'll probably put me up front as a meat shield, not that I can find better work. Wish I could serve Count Louis. His army is built on merit, so even a baribus stands chance. Check bulletin board. There sure are a lot of wanted posters. This is no time for gawking. We have to get in line. Blast it, I came to enlist because I heard you can make a quick reef here. But they really make you work alongside creepy Elda. A baribus I can deal with, but Elda are right on me nose. Where'd you hear that? God's own scriptures, that's their swear. Guess you can't expect an Elda to know shite. Let him say what he wants. Fighting someone like him would just be a waste of energy. Recruitment center. Need to queue up for provisions. That's the guy from the... Can't even spell your name, bloody baribus. That captain seems like a jerk, but it's for the sake of the mission. We just have to put up with him for a while. Eavesdropping won't get us anywhere. Let's hurry and get in line. Can I actually save? Yeah, I can. So my character is supposed to be strength. Check gold beetle. There's an insect emitting a strange light. I obtained a gold beetle. What? What the fuck do I do with that? A small bug that glows with golden magla. Nobody would buy it, but there's apparently someone out there who's into them. Okay. Just ahead is the waiting quarters for the new recruits. I can hear their passionate voices that have yet to experience the battlefield. Oh yeah, this is this. Found a goddamn golden beetle. This seems to lead into the soldiers' quarters. I can hear the snoring of the resting soldiers. I can't run here. Regolith Grand Cathedral. Where are you going? You need to enlist as a new recruit. I already enlisted. I can now leave. Unmotivated man. You are so young. Are you enlisting too? Well, not much choice if you don't have many money or a job. Reap makes the world go around as if it were. You want a magic igniter? Join the queue. You cut things only gonna get you chewed out. Recruiter dispatcher. What? You're cutting in line too? Everyone will get their igniters in order. No one ever follows directions. Why do only thugs come in here? Well, this is the guy I saw. You enlisting as well? The line starts behind me. If so, or was there something you needed? Are you really a noble? I take it you overheard my interview. Yes, guilty as charged. I am a noble, but just a countryside son of a lord. My family is of no real consequence. Well, let's just say I have my own circumstances. I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom. Foolish or not. I have my reasons. I'll join in on the Water's Day.
出るらしいぜ。あれ、見たこともない怪物だっけ。兵士が足りないのはそいつにやられるからとか。確か名前は人間。
Humans?
よし、次。
Humans?
クレマール族か。違う。見かけない種族だ。まさかエルダ族ってやつか。こりゃ珍しい。
どけ、こっちが優先だ。こんなガキに貴重な魔導機の無駄だろ。たくまいましい。俺ならもっと手柄をあげられる。こいつはもらうぜ。
強いなら奪うのは当然か。
なんだてめえ。
戦う理由は誰にだってある。列に並べ。
うるせえクレマール族だ。自分が全部正しいと思い込んでやがる。
What an asshole.
力じゃ俺たちにかなわねえってのによ。
種族は関係ない。これは教授の問題だ。謝れ。俺と、それから彼にもだ。
おい、そこの新兵ども、死闘は禁止だ。
No fighting in drugs.
騒いで悪かったな。大丈夫か？
That was terrifying! Thanks.
正直、助かった。
やりたくてやったことだ。気にするな。じゃあな。親父にするなよ。
Obviously a main character.
ほら、魔導機だ。
Party character. Lord Cinder Igniter.
最近のものは初めからマグラの結晶もついてて、練習次第で誰でもそこそこに魔法が使える。ま、一日で使いこなせとは言われねえよ。新入りはまず命の心配してな。
The thing around his neck is apparently a magic igniter. The captain I spoke with earlier had one too. They must take on many different forms like I saw on the main street.
それとだ。こいつも渡しておく。これも貴重品だぞ。
Royal Capital Vicinity Map.
すっごい。これ地図よ。外は危険なのによく調べてある。確かに軍にしかない貴重品ね。
聞け、新兵ども。今日から貴様らひよっこどもを預かる兵士長のクリンゲルである。知ってのとおり、
Captain Klinker.
陛下が崩御され、多くの兵が国葬を警備する。だが、貴様ら新兵風情には荷が重いというものだ。よって貴様らにはまず訓練を兼ねて北の国境近くの砦の警備に向かってもらう。あそこは歴戦の兵士も多い。可愛がってもらえ。
Nice. I like Bait.
同志はその北部国境の砦に潜入中よ。
今夜はせいぜい最後の安眠を味わっておけ。では解散。
It's 11 Celsius.
かなりの数が集められてる。よっぽど兵が不足してたのね。そういえば潜入してる同士とは初対面だろうけど、あんたの剣を見せれば大丈夫よ。それが死者の証になってるから。向こうの顔は知ってるし安心して。それじゃ明日のために早めに休みましょう。
The charming captain.
ねえ、起きてる？
What the fuck? I was supposed to sleep. Nope, I must sleep. Morning already? Nope, I'm asleep. Morning already?
もう朝なの？
どう見ても夜でしょ。なんかいろいろあったから眠れなくて、話には聞いてたけど未だにこうも差別されるとはね。大丈夫だった？
That's just how it is.
こんなもんだろう。
私はそこまで割り切れないけど、怪物騒ぎも汚れた種族たちのせいだって噂してる人もいるみたいだし、まあ昔エルダ族の集落を焼き討ちにしてきた連中だもんね。
Oh, that's what happened.
昔の話だ。
それはそうかもしれないけどさ。けど王子だけは誰でも分け隔てなく優しくしてくれた。その恩をしっかり返さなきゃ。そうだ、あんたがいつも読んでる本、王子にもらったものでしょ。見せてくれない？
What book?
別にいいけど。
気になってはいたんだよね。ありがとう。
It's a fantasy book. It's actually porn. The prince gave him a porn story.
幻想小説ってやつだっ
It's what
け？
you call a fantasy story, right? But it's reality.
幻想の世界を描いた珍しい本よね。王子が好きそうな話だわ。何々？若い旅人がその世界を見て驚いたって書かれてるわ。その世界には種族は一つだけ。誰もが互いを認め合い、
Well, that's not real life.
一つだけ？私みたいな妖精もいないの？まあ種族同士の揉め事は起きなそうだけど、彼らに魔法は必要ない。学びと手技だけで巨大都市を築く。天をつくガラスの塔、闇のない安全な夜、行き交う車、そして満たされた彼らの法には民の命は平等だと書かれている。なるほどね。
That's not real life.
種族の争いもなくて命も平等。夢物語って感じだけど、ちょっと羨ましい。
That's not real life.
ってあんたもう寝てるの？私一人じゃめくるの大変なのに。それじゃ今日はここまでね。おやすみ。
Did she like basically read it fully already? Like, is there any like longer things there? Late night. Record the events thus far. Why not? Let's make another save. Early in the morning. That's the
休んでなく
prince.
ていいの？大丈夫。今日は君と話しておきたいと思ってね。
Stare.
僕の夢はいつか王国がこの本に描かれた国みたいになることだ。理想世界を描いた小説だったね。どの種族が偉いとか、汚れているとか、生まれて人生が全部決まってしまう。そんな世の中は終わりにしたい。この里のエルダ族だってそうさ。君らは何もしてないし、僕をかくまってくれた。なのに火まで放たれて、もう誰もあんな目に遭ってほしくない。誰かが変えないと。大丈夫か？
Shouldn't they think that
無理できる体じゃ。現実
Well,
が
is
残
that
酷なのは分かってる。でも最後まで諦めたくないんだ。僕は王子。王様になる者は英雄でなきゃいけない。英雄？辛い時こそ先頭に立って困難を打ち倒す人のことさ。父上から教わったんだ。この国にはかつてそんな英雄がたくさんいたって。だから諦めない。どんな生まれの人でも 自分の未来は信じていられる。
I have no idea what the fuck is going on in this game. Like honestly, in the story, really.
きっとできるさ。
Not to mention,
苦しい時に君がいたから。
shouldn't they think that guy is also, that prince is also an elder because they can't see the horns?
君ならなれるよ。英雄に。
What? He's turning into a tree. Plant. What the fuck is that on the left, by the way? I was looking at it earlier. It looks like a fucking rabbit or something. Rabbit man. Rabbit priest. Oh, we're in the army now. Whoa, whoa. Wait a minute, is that the guy? The young nobleman? Obvious like a main character. Well, not a main character, but a party character. Whoa, whoa, you're in the army. No! Like, I honestly have no fucking idea what's going on. Like... I guess tough. Considering that that guy reads that book all the time, you'd think that he would have already read it. Huh? Huh? Metal's Day. I wonder how far we've come. Let's find our destination at the northern border fort. You can view information about your surroundings in the world map. Use the movement keys to highlight the location you want to learn about, then press X. Holy shit, this moves fast. With the stick. Slower with the pad. I mean... Zoom out. So this is the world. That centers. Simple display and information. Choose a destination. I can't save or anything. That's the northern border fort. That's Royal Capital Grand Trad. Grand Trad capital of Kingdom of Eukronia. Citizens of every class and social status reside here, but their spheres of life are clearly divided by numerous districts. Squad Camp. A land used as a rest camp by armies who are en route to the northern border fort. That's the Karmi campsite. We spent last night there. Grand Trad, huh? It'll probably be a while before we go back. Fort Camp. Can I actually like... A land used as a rest camp by armies who are en route to northern border fort. What's the plan to camp out there tonight? The fort just passed it. Northern Border Fort, a fortress built to defend Grand Trad during the Annex War. After long disuse, it is now unmanned due to the frequent monster sightings. The Northern Border Fort, this is where our contact should be, so hopefully we find him quickly. Let me look at the map again, or got it. No, got it. All we can do for now is rest. We have a big day tomorrow. I guess that was just a tutorial to look at. Is there like a time limit in this game then?
併合戦争の時代、隣国との国境の山あいに建てられた砦である。だが近年、怪物の増加によって王都の守りの重要度は増しており、送り込まれる兵士の数は再び増えつつある。新米の兵士たちは砦へと続く急勾配の坂の手前で馬車から降ろされることになる。
The first of many uphill battles. Nice.
やっと着いたか。全身が石みたいだ。
ムルムル。
おい、この若
ムルムル。
戦場で隙を見せるな。国境は平地でも揉め事が起こる。常在戦場だ。背筋を伸ばせ。幾多の視線をくぐったこのクリンゲル様が兵の心構えを解いてやる。あれはそう、偵察任務の時だった。
Forged in the blood of my
付き合いきれん。それより
hemorrhoids.
お前が読んでた本だが、どんなとこが面白いんだ？
It's hard to explain. A world with no magic. A world with
種族が一つだけなんだ。
種族による差別がないってわけか。この現実じゃ考えられないな。要は理想郷を書いてるわけか。本はそれなりに読んできたが、
I've never read a
初めて見るな。
happy book before.
あれで即位したての頃は融和を掲げる理想論者だったらしいぞ。だが途中で投げ出して不可能だと証明しただけに終わった。どうだい？あの凡人王には荷が重すぎたんだ。
貴様、新兵の分際で陛下の悪口か？聞き流せねえな。士気が下がる。
めんどくさい。
言いたいことがあんならはっきり言えよ。あ
Is it the fight you want? I apologize.
すいませんでした。
ああ、見ろよ。劣等種のガキの方が道理を分かってるぜ。まあいい。今回はそいつに免じて許してやるが、あんま調子乗んなよ。文句つけたがりのクレマールさんよ。
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
確かに個人を悪く言った俺も良くない。思ったことがすぐ口に出るたちでな。だがお前とは馬が合いそうだ。まだ名乗ってなかったな。俺はストロールだ。アリア伯
レオン・ストロール。
お前の名は？
Son of the Count of Halia. I'm some dude. That's actually pretty cool, yeah. I'm some dude. Some dude? That doesn't sound doesn't sound very real. Sounds like a fake name or something. Some dude. I'm some dude. What the hell is going on? Is someone dying? Was that the guy who was just shit-talking us? He went out and died instantly. He just came and fucking shit-talked us and then he dies. Or he's unconscious. Wait, what is there supposed to be monsters here? Maybe that did it.
待て、状況もわからないのにか。せめて体を分けるか、応援を。
教官命令である。逆らうのか。反逆罪に問われたいが。臆するな。貴様らも栄光ある王国軍兵士だ。手柄を立てろ。OBは約束して。
But this guy is staying behind because he's a coward.
やるしかねえ。稼ぎたくて兵士になったんだ。これで一気に金持ちだ。よし、行くぞ。
Glory and riches. Isn't that the Makla floating around here?
もできないか。仕方ない。行くぞ。
Those small pieces.
ねえ、嫌な予感がする。
Where's the
なんていうか、匂いがするの。どんどん強くなってる。
Where's the contact?
どうかしたのか。お前、それまさか妖精か。捕まえたのか。
Yep, just over there.
さっきそこで捕まえた。
捕まってないし、虫みたいに言わないでくれる。それにガリカって立派な名前があるんですけど、
連れなのか。つまりずっと隠れていたわけか。
無駄に騒がれたくなかっただけよ。それより嫌な気配がする。下手に進まない方が。
ああ、無能な上官に付き合って無駄死にする気はない。先に
Armchair General。
離れてついていこう。お前、魔導機はちゃんと使えるんだろうな。
ああ、どうだろう。使ったことないだろうし。平民だもの、珍しくないでしょ。
わかった。とにかく安心しろ。死なせやしない。付き合うぜ。
New ally Strohl. Brave fighter trying to conceal his nobility has become your ally.
参ったわね。あんたは戦わないで済む予定だったのに。慎重に進んでいきましょう。砦にいる同士の方も無事だといいけど。
Like, the main character seems to be like complete loser or something. Idles day night. Well, this is an unexpected turn of events, but don't lose sight of our mission, okay? Our ally is inside here? Yeah, that's my guess. Somehow we've got to find him. You're running with such purpose. What was that you were talking about? You said something about your ally? Oh, it's nothing. I was just worried about the soldiers inside. I see. Well, whatever the case, this situation concerns me too. Let's go inside. Northern borders. I can't save. No. Skill. Use a skill. Some dude has Mage Fire. Uses equipped igniter to deal weak magic fire damage to an enemy. Strohl doesn't have anything. He's a quest. I got more items. Wait, I got new gear. Soldier clothes Strohl. Soldier clothes protagonist. Royal capital vicinity map. Map with information on the area near royal capital. There is room to inscribe additional information of interest to you. Embroidered jacket. A jacket embroidered with the crest of House Halietus, gifted by the manor's servants. As the only finery he owns, he keeps it clean and tailored. I guess that's Strohl's item. Heirloom greatsword. A sword that adorned the walls of Strohl home in Halia. Fairly old and originally intended as decoration. Slash. Leather cuirass. An adequate cuirass made of tanned leather. Leather gloves that provide cool grip strength. Cinder igniter. Simple fire igniter enables the single target fire skill Mage Fire when equipped. Noble's crest. Crest that indicates its bearers of noble birth and lineage. Okay. I guess I'm just going here. Get inside the castle gates, investigate the situation at the fortress. So let's see. Leon Strohl, a young man of the Glemar tribe, met at the recruitment center in Grand Trad. A genial youth who values justice with a good head on his shoulders. He comes from a noble family but seems to have complex circumstances that led him to enlist in the army. Typically a commoner profession. Though new recruits grumble at being ordered to refer to each other by their surnames in order to prevent over familiarity, Strohl doesn't seem to mind. Fantasy novel. The book some dude carries with him, it is a memoir-style novel depicting a country with neither magic nor a notion of tribes, where people are not discriminated by birth, quite literally a fantasy world. It was designated as a forbidden text by the Sanctus Church 10 years prior, and most copies are thought to have been burned, making it hard to come by in present day. It is a well-bound book that would be unusual for a commoner to own. Magla crystals. A crystallized cluster of magla that forms naturally in places where high concentrations are left to fester. Those scholars have recently developed methods to create them artificially. The color of the crystals depends on the formation process and its impurities. High purity natural crystals are indispensable in producing high performance igniters. As a result, some value them higher than gems and precious metals. Areas where crystals are abundant are often claimed in the name of the crown as mining sites. However, people have long whispered that magla crystals are dangerous to those who deal in them. Such statements are largely regarded as hearsay because there was a little evidence to support it, but recently even the state army has grown more cautious with them as reported incidents are on the rise. History. Northern Border Fort. A defensive fort on the northern edge of Eucronian territory, also bordering the country of Oceania to the west. Built before the kingdom's unification, this old stronghold has outlived its political and strategic relevance and is most often used as a training ground for new soldiers. Okay. Well, let's go in. Action, open door. Is there fighting? Are we fighting? Well, there's people dead there. What was even the point of like that part? If you're going into a cutscene anyway. What the fuck is that? What? That's a human? I'm pretty sure that's not a human. Just saying. Like, I'm fairly certain that's not a human. Damn, this is horrific. So many dead. Grius, I hope you're safe. There's no time to waste. If we look, we may find some that are still draw breath. Is anyone alive in there? Answer me! I can't even save. Is this like my first dungeon? Wait a minute. What was that? Check deceased soldiers. Oh, how awful. There must be soldiers around here who are still alive. We'll keep looking elsewhere. So, I really did think that this was this is... No, none of them are breathing. Damn, we were too late, but there might be others. Let's keep searching. I really thought this was turn-based, but... Get back, we've got company. What's the deal with this one? It feels similar to that monster from earlier. It's a fucking egg monster. It's smaller, but is that a human too? It looks like we're going to have to fight it. Wait, if it's a human, do we even stand a chance? All the more reason we can just let it be. Trust me, I have some history with them. I hate humans. Besides, our only hope right now is to join forces and strike as one. Would you not agree? I agree. I'm glad you're still got your wits about you. With you here, we might just get through this. Look, we don't stand a chance against that thing if we attack it separately. We can only fight it if we work out a plan together. And how? Understand, the two of us working as one. I'll trust your judgment on the timing of the attack. Squad battles. Press triangle to engage in squad battle alongside your allies. You can press triangle anytime, but if you use square attacks to stun enemies first, you'll start the battle with an advantage. Huh? Stay on the offensive by continuously attacking with square to deplete the enemy's break gauge that appears next to them, eventually stunning them. What? This is the turn-based. Squad battles, press square to attack with your equipped weapon or press triangle to use skills which consume MP. Performing an action will expend one turn icon seen at the top of the screen. When all turn icons are consumed, the opponent's round begins. Homo oppo. Nice. I'm not gonna comment anything. What the fuck? Retry, turn back the clock. Target status. Okay. What's the front? L2 analyze. Goddamn Homo oppo. It's a fucking duck inside a... Like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I watching? Auto battle tactics escape. Item use supplies. Skill call power. Melee wield arms. Guard raise defenses. R1 pass yield turn. Ah, okay. I'm not controlling this guy. Enemy turn. Ugh. You can retry the stuff. Uses equipped ignite that deal weak magic fire damage to one enemy. Bonk. We burned it. Boiled eggs. Spoiled eggs. 4 experience, 20 magic, and 10 money. Okay. Phew, we pulled through somehow. We are alive and that's all I could ask. Let's press forward while we still can. Let's be careful, there could be another human lurking. Instead of monsters, we're actually fighting humans. That's kinda... Okay, where am I actually going? Proceed further into the fort. Well, let's go here first. Medicine. I can actually break these. But I'm not sure if it does anything actually. So this is going to be my first dungeon. The unfortunate part is that I can't save. Unless there's like a save point somewhere. Can I break this? No. Hold on! There's another one. If it spots us, this could get nasty. But we have the element of surprise. We could catch it off guard if we strike now, right? Sneak attacks on enemies. If you manage to successfully attack an enemy without being seen using square, there's a chance their entire break codes will be depleted at once for an instant stun. Watch how they move, sneaking up on them like this. Stun an enemy. Squad battles with stunned enemies. When engaging in squad battles against a stunned enemy, one party member will perform an advantageous initial attack. In addition, enemies remain stunned at the start of battle. Be sure to take advantage of this. Okay. Let's burn him up. More ink. Heirloom greatsword. Homo Oppo cannot move. What does X actually do? Nothing. Legacy sword. Let's just slap it around. Unscathed triumph. I get bonus from that. And a level. Stats increased 1 to strength. Yeah, I think it actually increased my strength because I was I chose the dialogue option for that. Magic is lower. Wait, I can distribute it myself. Raises magical attack, raises physical attack, lowers damage sustained from enemies, raises hit evasion and escape success, raises item acquisition rate. I would have actually maybe should have gone with magic, but does this increase critical rate as well in this game? Because if it does, I might want that. Or maybe just like go with strength, just hit harder. Nah, I'll go with... Fuck! I should have probably taken magic actually. 3 medicinal herbs. I think this is where I'm supposed to go. So what's in downstairs area? Oh, I'm auto running. That's an enemy? Or enemies. Feral Hundo. Feral Hundo. The igniter does so much more damage with than the melee attack, even though...
炎の力だ
They actually gave me less experience than the... Where is he? He's still alive, right? Who? The... Dude, watch yourself, that thing is dangerous, don't be fooled by how it looks. That thing? Oh! The fuckers did surprise attack. Enemy ambush squad battles. If you are attacking dungeon, you'll be forced into a squad battle that begins on the enemy's turn, which is dangerous. Why doesn't it have like full HP? It resists fire. But it still dies. Tooth monster. Open this door. Seems as though it's locked. God damn it. God damn it. Haha. Surprise. I think I can just destroy that. Mage fire. I am unscathed. Ah, this was locked. Revival medicine. Calls the mortally wounded back to the shores of the living. Revives one ally from knocked out at 50% health. I better heal. Especially since I have so many. Well, I can't go there, so... proceed further. No idea how the enemy respawning works in this game, but... I guess we'll see. Surprise! Cut down to pieces. We made short work. Dying soldier. He's still breathing, but he's badly wounded. Anelda, don't bloody touch me. I'm in a bad enough spot without you making it worse. That monster showing up was your fault, wasn't it? Bad luck follows you people. Ah, of course, this is how it ends. Damn it. Damn it all to bloody hell. He's dead. Don't let it get to you. You're not to blame. The soldier appears to be dead. Damn. Fading soldier. You're so young. A fresh recruit. Get away from here now. That thing is up ahead. There's still more soldiers left alive, right? We can't just run and leave them be. You're too late. That monster. We can't. Just run away. Stay away from that thing. Departed soldiers. The soldier's body is lying completely still. Panting soldier. Ah, damned Elda, I knew this spot was cursed. You're white that horror attacked. Calm down, it's not his fault the human appeared. You must know that surely. But everyone's dead. They all had families. Help me, Elda. I don't care anymore. I don't want to die. Ugh. Motionless soldier. Their breathing has stopped. Oh, it's opened. Wait! You too, perhaps you're searching for someone. That's right. I thought as much. Now it makes sense. Why hide this from me? I trust you have a good reason. Well, to tell you the truth. That cry, is that the human from earlier? It sounded like it came from the top of that tower. Maybe there are still soldiers fighting it there. We'll handle our personal matters later. Rescuing any survivors takes precedence. To the top of the tower. Hey, our ally could be at the top of the tower. Huh? Ah! It jumped on me. Focus thrust. Just fire it up. Damn. It focused on me. Automatic increase on the magic. I want to know... You can't like... Oh, it's actually because he's quest, that's why you can't control him, I think. Let's just slap it around. I was unscathed. Broken igniter. What is that? Broken igniter that can be scrapped for parts. Consider selling it. Huh. I guess you can't do anything else with it. It's like an exchange item or something. Is there any point in destroying this or... I didn't go up here. Medicine. What the hell? How did I miss it? It is done. You could have just hit it once instead of using magic. Oh, that was both of them. But he could have actually used like a... I'm getting stuck on invisible things. What the fuck? But he could have like... Instead of magic, used the old coin. What's that? Another exchange item. A collector's item with no monetary value. Consider selling it. These are just like trade items, I guess. Donk donk. Slap it around. Unscathed trial. Wait, there's another one. I was just slapping it around and it didn't do anything. Was that like a tougher version or something? Probably not. Oh. What happens if you don't... Yeah, these are tougher versions. What happens if you don't actually... Rackfur? A fur of lesser quality used by commoners for clothing. These are just sellable items. What the hell? There was an enemy there. So what happens if you actually... Did I get an item there or... Magla Beetle. This build can be taken to replenish one's magic power. Restores 20 MP to one ally. Apparently there's a tower there. But I can't get there. Well, let's go inside this tower. The roof is just up ahead. Might I have a moment? If I'm honest, I have my doubts there could be survivors. Facing that monster together may not even save anyone at this point. But I'm going to do it anyway. It's the noble thing to do. Isn't that just throwing your life away? Why do this if it's possibly for nothing? Because if there's a chance that there's even one survivor, then I'll not be the noble who runs away. Not this time. I could never live with myself. This time?
No.
And you plan to forge ahead despite the risk. I take it you refuse to die until you found whoever it is you're searching for. There's no turning back. I won't let you die up there. I can't just leave you to die up there. Ha, I'm touched. Even in a situation like this, you worry more for others than yourself. If I run now, I'll never deliver the message and the prince will die. We have no choice but to press on. Well then, lend me your strength. I wonder... I haven't been able to save at all. Which is kinda strange. This feeling, I knew it. That human from earlier is up there. What should we do? Let's go. Try not to do anything rash. Okay, here we go. Well, there was an autosave there, but... I mean, I haven't gotten a save point or a healing room or anything. Itchy tasty. That definitely doesn't look like a human. Damn, such tremendous power. Oh. Brr brr. Beetle. No, the mission depends on our survival. Homo Gorleo. Damn, that looks pretty dangerous. Okay. That didn't do shit. Wing beating. That's 2 turns. Yeah, it doesn't take any damage. What more can I do? The prince is my best friend. I need to save him. I can't die in a place like this. And yet... Okay, goodbye. Slice. Well, he died. No, please say something. Oh no.
定めを課せられしこの憂いを抱える旅人よ。
Is this Persona?
あなたはやがて王となる定めの子。今は分からずといずれ全てが回り出す。道は二つに一つ。その試練へと赴くか、ここで倒れ伏すか。さあ、選ぶのです。
Well, I don't really want to die, so.
いいでしょう。恐れと向き合う魂には英雄が目覚める。己自身に命じなさい。内なる英雄の姿に変われと。己の心にと。
Okay. I guess you're just going to rip your heart out. But instead your heart is a thing. Is this like demi-feed? Was this Persona? Persona! Turns into a transformer. Okay. Cool poses.
一体何が？とにかくあいつを何とかしないと。
Psych deals weak magic wind damage to one enemy. Day weak HP recovery for one ally. Seeker. Archetype skill. Haha. My own power doesn't even compare. What's more, it can use magic despite its lack of an igniter. Wing beat. Resist.
大丈夫？このままだとまずいよ。あいつの攻撃なんとかできないの？
Attacking weak points. Certain enemies are weak to certain affinities. After you hit one of these weaknesses, the word weak will be displayed. Hitting an opponent's weakness or scoring a critical hit against them will only decrease the turn icon by half. Ah, I see. Looks like it mainly attacks with the head, the wings and blade feet. We could target those. I can't see the weakness of the... Huh.
恥ずかしくない戦いをする。王者の魂をここに。
Its weakness is, I guess, wind. Devour. What the hell?
これじゃあ攻撃しても回復されちゃう。まさか体の一部を自分で垂れるなんて。あのリンゴ叩き落としちゃえない？
Well, I guess.
この力で落ち着こう。
Can I just attack it? Not blade spin. Transient wings. Went insane now. I guess I should just use this. Have Kalikak note down apples to keep the foe from healing. Well, why not? I mean, I need to heal probably at some point. Hopefully it doesn't have like super attacks, because that would kinda suck. That means I die. Not blade spin. Still alive? Okay. Die. Die, human. Like, what the hell, man? Gorleo's apple. Rank up. Rank 2 out of 20. And stats increased. Like, I'm not doing any damage even though I upgraded that thing. Let's get that. No one knows. No one fucking knows. Look, that Strohl guy is still alive. Grizzled soldier. Oh, is this the contact? Some dude, he's our man in the inside. So humans are the enemies. That's what we learned.
加勢できずすまなかったな。そいつは新顔か？しかし、なぜあの力を？
あんなの、私も初めて見た。グライアス何か知ってるの？
まあな。それより今は任務の話だ。
うん。時間も惜しいから伝えるね。グライアス、今回あなたに課せられた任務は国王暗殺犯のルイを殺害せよ。
そうか。ついにか。遅すぎたくらいだ。公表されてないが、陛下の死が殺しだって話は軍じゃもう公然の秘密だ。ルイめ、今度は陛下までも。
それだけじゃない。事態は一刻を争うの。王子の容体が芳しくなくて。
I mean,
里の秘宝で遠見の鏡というそうよ。見えているのは今この
War's
瞬
like
間の王子の。
there's like a, I mean, through the mirror lights the prince deep in slumber in the hidden village.
王子殿下、呪いの茨は健在か。
特にはやっぱり術者のルイの命を絶つしかないみたい。それにもたもたしてたら次の王様が勝手に決められちゃう。
Who's Louis? Kill him? Can someone catch me up?
わかるように話してほしい。
15年ほど前、子供同然の弱いで志願してきた一人の新兵が図抜けた軍隊で周りを驚かせ怪物と噂になった。ルイ・グイアベル、傭兵と魔法戦の天才だ。一時は最年少で将軍かとまで噂されたが、ある日奴は事件を起こした。
王子の襲撃事件ね。
王子殿下は敵の魔導士の魔法を受け、死の呪いに侵されてしまった。その魔導士こそ他ならぬルイだ。今や王子殿下だけでなく陛下をも手にかけた大罪人。万が一にも玉座につけば王国は滅びる。
でも王都を歩いてみた感じ、ルイの支持者って割と多かったんだけど、そこまで疑われたのになんでなの？
ルイの手際は見事で物証は何も出なかった。疑いは残ったが投獄はできず、結局地方へ領違いされるだけにとどまった。それに奴は現場の軍人たちからは有能な上官として今でも支持が厚い。容疑を濡れ衣だと信じている者も少なくない。実際奴が中枢にいた頃の国軍は圧倒的だった。長年くすぶっていた独立運動が平定されたのはルイの功績だ。悔しいが奴は確かに強い。武術に魔法、紛れもなく天才。
So, how do they know that he was the one killing?
求めてる連中の憧れなの。
If he's like...
グライアスがそこまで言うなんて、これは骨が折れそうね。
その仕事、俺にも手伝わせてくれ。
そっちは部外者だったわけか。タヌキ寝入りで盗み聞きか。
Time to die.
逃げおおせると思うか。
さっきので魔導機も壊れちまった。逃げる気はない。俺は俺の正義を貫きたいだけだ。
ねえグライアス、助かったのは彼もいたからよ。人手不足だし手伝ってもらおう。救った命を粗末にすることはない。
お前、仲間でもない初対面だったこいつに命を捨てて加勢したっていうのか。
戦いで貴族が平民より後に死ぬのは恥だ。俺は貴族としてその正義に従っただけさ。
What are we gonna do?
俺も焼きが回ったな。妙な動きを見せたら容赦なく殺す。
それじゃあ
というわけだ。またよろしくな。
だが俺たちが助かったことは伏せる。身を隠すには死人のままの方が好都合だ。大義を遂げるまでその命預からせてもらう。
Quest start. Save the prince from death's curse. Save the prince from his curse and defeat Louis Guillaume, the treasonous fiend who not only attacked the prince but murdered the king. Deadline unknown. Rank pretty high.
国葬にはルイが現れる。それまでに王都に戻れないと勝機はない。だが街道を通れば検問に遭うだろう。そこで別の道を使うぞ。この先の廃鉱山を迂回せずに中を突っ切る。今夜は傷を癒しておけ。明朝に出発しよう。頼むぞ。
New ally Grius. Grius, the battle-hardened veteran, has become your ally.
ここから本当の任務が始まるのね。それじゃ野営の準備でもしましょう。
Where the hell was he actually in that place? Like he wasn't even doing anything.
これで少しは落ち着けるな。お前ら二人は今日のが初仕事か。 初陣で人間に出くわすと
What the hell? This is so funny how they changed this.
どう見ても普通の生き物じゃない。
人間の生態は謎だらけだ。マグラに守られ、普通の攻撃は効かず、姿も習性もどんな動物にも似ていない。確かなのは、ここ数年被害が増える一方だってことだ。俺が砦に潜入してたのは、その辺を調べるためだ。
何か掴んだのか？
えらく食いついてくるな。残念だが、確かなことは分かってない。夜は長い。他にも聞きたいことはあるか？
Tell me more about the mission.
任務について聞いておきたい。
この頭数で正面からは挑めない。必然的に暗殺ってことになるな。ルイは王族殺しの大罪人だが、皮肉なことに民衆は必ずしも奴を嫌ってない。人間を討伐できる武力を持ってるからだ。軍が手を焼いてる間にルイが次々と勝って回ってる。奴もある意味怪物さ。お前より若い頃から天才軍師としても魔導士としても一目置かれていた。
そんな相手を俺たちだけで狙うのか？
国葬の人混みを利用するしかないだろうな。ルイだけは絶対に許すことはできない。必ず仕留める。
I mean, if he knew about all of this, Afar should keep the really dangerous stuff away, I hope. Rest up for the departure. I think I can save here. There's memorandums. Talk to Strohl. Never in all my life have I witnessed anything like that power you use. Tell me, is it some sort of magic? I honestly don't know. No, I suppose it couldn't be. Not with the igniters we were supplied with at least. Yours was broken in the commotion besides. Incredible. If only I'd had that kind of power back then. Apologies, I'm just thinking out loud. Today's been a trying day for us both, so let's get some rest. Can I talk to her? What was that power in you, I wonder? Grius seemed to know something about it. Well, hey, I say use it or lose it. That said, let's take rest of the day off, haha. Yeah, let's get some rest. I want to talk some more. Sure, if you want, but let's take a break eventually, okay? Check campfire. Don't you want to take the rest of the... Nah. Talk Grius. You've done a fine job delivering that message, lad. It is finally time for us to act for His Highness. Ah, you want to ask about that power, don't you? I had a question of my own. You seem to know a great deal about the royal family. Before you infiltrated the army, who were you? Nothing but a mercenary, and yet His Majesty gave me the honor of being His Highness the Princess' tutor in swordplay. The night of the attack, I was there. Truly, that's incredible. It's getting late. We'll talk details tomorrow. What? We have more than few stories to swap. I'd like to hear how the Sanctum is faring myself, but as it stands, I'm in need of some satire. Can I do anything here? Human nature. Unknown monsters with bizarre forms unlike any natural beast. Their bodies hold immense amounts of volatile magma and they rampage through their surroundings indiscriminately. Despite their berserk nature marking little sign of intelligence, they can wield advanced magic beyond the grasp of all sentient beings. Many aspects of their biology and ecology remain a total mystery. Given their unnatural physical resilience, large specimens can wipe out entire armies. Although there have been sightings of humans since antiquity, actual encounters are incredibly rare, and they have long been dismissed from being any real threat. However, recent years have seen them appearing with more rapid frequency across the Crown's lands, which has the people uneasy. Magic. There's a lot more. Resonant vessels. When an archetype's power causes transformation, the first stage is that of the heart becoming a metallic object of an unknown origin. To activate the power, the wielder must announce their determination and their hopes for it into their newly made heart, which urges the body to awaken. This outcry is akin to the battle cries of heroes past who were known to call upon archetypes in the face of danger. It could be said that the transformation makes the wielder an ideal vision of themselves. Archetype. Princess Curse. The lingering malevolent magic sustained by the prince during his assault 12 years ago. At the time of the incident, great minds from all over the country attempted to break the curse, yet none were successful. Those who can see the flow of magla say it resembles poisonous briar vines entwined around the sleeping prince. Far Sight Mirror. A mysterious looking glass tinged with magic, entrusted to Kalika by the Resistance for her secret mission. This pair of identical mirrors reflects the view of the other, no matter the distance separating them. Kalika possesses one half of the pair, while the other remains by the prince, allowing her to check on his condition at any time. Originally owned by the prince, it is a small item that is impossible to make with contemporary technology. Some believe it may in fact be a divine relic. History. Hidden Village. A hidden village whose name and locations are kept secret from the world. The prince afflicted by a curse is being sheltered and receiving treatment there. Or here. This is also where some dude and Kalika were issued their secret mission. Princess Assault. An assassination attempt on the prince 12 years ago. Assailants infiltrated the palace to attack the prince as he was sleeping, catching the royal guard by surprise with their sudden appearance within the secured grounds. Though these loyal guards gave panicked chase, they ultimately made a cataclysmic blunder. Not only did they allow the prince to be harmed, they failed to capture the assailants or even ascertain their identities. The assailant who made direct contact with the prince was a mage who fled the palace after casting a high-level curse. Thanks to the efforts of the royal healers, the prince avoided an untimely demise, but they were unable to free him from this affliction. According to the royal guards who fought the band of assassins, the only clue regarding the identity of the mage was they were patently not an adult. This assailant was able to arrange a sneak attack within the palace, had a masterful command of high-level curse magic and the appearance of a child. By all accounts, the only person to match these unique criteria was Louis, who was afterwards strongly condemned by all in the palace. However, no evidence could be found and justice is still yet to be served. Grius. Arvid Grius, a veteran rogue warrior and resistance member alongside some dude and Kalika. He infiltrated the ranks of the army and has been working as a covert operative. Kalika was entrusted with delivering secret orders to him. Louis Guyabern, a glamour royal army officer of great renown who managed to become nobility at an exceptionally young age. He possesses extraordinary skills as both warrior and an archmage, but even more highly regarded are his capabilities as a military strategist, for which his superior insight and grasp of psychology set him apart. His faculties as a young soldier were so shrewd that his own allies came to grow wary of him, calling him a monster in the making. He prizes rationality above all else, strictly adhering to a policy of appointing officers by their capabilities alone without regard for tribe or origin. As a result, senior officials accuse him of trying to undermine tradition. However, he now feels an influence far beyond a typical officer, and many believe he will be the youngest person ever to be appointed the army's highest-ranking position of general. Mage. A general term for those who have good command over magic. Formally, it refers to those who have achieved a national qualification to professionally use magic. However, as many commoners have difficulty discerning those who are formally qualified, this catch-all term rose to prominence. There are several tiers to mage certification, with the majority of being for low-tier artisans, engineers and soldiers, which limit the type and usage of magic. However, some professions have fewer restrictions, such as magic professors and healers. The higher the tier of a certification, the more difficult it is to obtain. Few in the kingdom hold the highest tier, and one bearer alone can influence nations. So, this is the Seeker, I guess. Chase support, hero passive. Make support attacks from your comrades happen more easily in the overworld combat. Weak HP recovery. These are quests still. That's a guide. Yeah, I got that Magla pill, but I also got Gorleo's apple. Dropped by a human. Consider selling it. Veteran's uniform. State army uniform, though worn down by many years of use, it has been neatly passed and handled with respect. Soldier's sword. A standard issue military sword that had its blade sharpened. It is light with a good cutting edge. Can't you change your weapons or anything? I don't think so. You're always with the same. Military cuirass, standard body armor issued to soldiers in the state army, well-worn but carefully polished. Horsehide gloves, counters made of supple horsehide trading, defense for flexibility. They are favored by skilled warriors. An unpolished garnet, worn down red gemstone carried by soldiers heading to the battlefield. He's actually like way higher level too. The story thus far. Holy shit. Special mission. In truth, the Lance Prince is not dead, merely sleeping. He was saved from the brink of death, yet by Curse's power he lies in a slumbery, false death kept secret by the Resistance. The Resistance exists to safeguard the prince and carry on his will. It is they who took in his solitary boy and raised him to be a spy. Now he infiltrates the army to deliver their orders. The border fort. Having enlisted the boy heads for a northern fort where his resistance ally awaits, he befriends the warrior Strohl on the way, a genial young clever man who stood up for him in the barracks. After a long journey, the unit approaches the fort, but the mortally wounded soldier staggers out, rasping a warning. Strohl's cautions go unheeded, the captain's orders a direct charge. Assassination orders. The boy and his allies confront a ferocious deformed monster called a human. Seeing Strohl about to die, the boy awakens to a hidden power, slaying the human with unnatural strength. Though shaken by the events, the boy soon encounters his resistance ally Grius. Gallica delivers the message Grius is to assassinate Louis, the villain who cursed the prince. It's so weird. You don't have armor or anything, like equipment. Huh. Well, let's save up and get ready for the next day, I guess. Hey, wait a minute. Gold beetle. There's an insect emitting a strange light. I obtained a gold beetle. My question is there like... I can't even look at the map. Mountain forest camp. So this is basically like a unique place. And you can presumably come here later on as well. Well, okay then. Let's go to sleep and get ready for tomorrow.